call a person who aids and abets criminals apparently. If they're in public office, you call them a Democrat. Cities and states all over this country are home to not only illegal immigrants but elected officials who've decided to throw off those constrictive bonds of the law and keep the peace by helping illegals break the law. They ignore the national security risks in favor of catching a few illegal votes and support those who've proven themselves to be criminals over our federal efforts to fix an out-of-control immigration problem. Any person who takes a public office must take an oath. That oath requires that the person promise that they will support and defend the Constitution of the United States, and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. Nowhere in that oath does it include stabbing the legal citizens in the back in favor of illegal immigrants, but that's just what Libby Schaaf of Oakland, California did. Schaaf used her privileged information as the mayor of Oakland to inform the entire world via social media that Immigrations and Customs Enforcement would be showing up to enforce the immigration laws that the federal government has put into place. Fox News reports that Schaaf felt it was her moral obligation to give illegals the heads up about the forthcoming enforcement of law. The mayor of a sanctuary city in California issued a warning that U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE could be conducting a raid in the area as soon as Sunday, ratcheting up tension with the feds while giving her constituents an early heads up. Libby Schaaf, the Democratic mayor of Oakland, shared the warning, which she said she learned from multiple credible sources, in a press release on Saturday, not to panic our residents but to protect them, Fox 2 reported. The mayor said she didn't know further details of the ICE operation, but claimed she felt it was her duty and moral obligation as mayor to give those families fair warning when that threat appears imminent. Essentially, Mayor Schaaf is actively helping what is presumably a large number of people break the law by avoiding law enforcement, and she is doing it using taxpayer resources. There are many times when an individual might think the government is misallocating funds, but at least they're unified on the decision. In this case, however, even if we completely ignore the national security risk that illegal immigration poses, taxpayer dollars are being used to go round up the illegals, and taxpayer funds are paying this mayor's salary and for the resources she's using to help illegals evade arrest. The feds detained at least 4 people Sunday, a program manager for the San Francisco Immigrant Legal Education Network told the San Francisco Examiner, although the paper noted it was unclear if the detentions were related to any broader ICE operation. Schaaf during a news conference on Sunday also said she told mayors of other Bay Area cities of the impending ICE sweep, SF-Gate reported. Her tweet on Saturday aligned with previous reports that law enforcement officials in Northern California would not cooperate with ICE, and noted state law prohibits business owners from assisting ICE agents in immigration enforcement and bars federal agents from accessing employee-only areas. Schaaf, who is seeking re-election, said in January that she'd be willing to go to jail to defend the city's sanctuary city status, and has openly opposed the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal immigration. It is no surprise that the bully-in-chief is continuing to try to intimidate our most vulnerable residents, Schaaf said at the time. We're very clear that our values are to protect all of our residents regardless of where we come from. We want to protect families, not tear them apart. And California Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom, who's running for governor, commended Schaaf's public warning, telling SF-Gate, "We can and must protect immigrant families from Donald Trump's mass deportations. I want to thank Mayor Schaaf for her courage and hope more local leaders will follow her lead." ICE told KGO-TV on Saturday that the Bureau was unsure what Schaaf was referring to as there are ICE operations every day. Illegals pose many threats to national security because we can't properly vet them before they enter, and economic because so many are draining our welfare system being some of the most prominent. However, possibly the most troubling is the risk that they will affect our elections to the point that we will be governed completely by Democrats. It's sad to say, but their support of Democratic candidates might be the scariest thing that the average illegal does. Sadly, it's a vicious cycle. They don't have the history here to understand the threat that Democrats are to democracy, so they very well might destroy the things that make this country great and reasons that they decided to emigrate. HT, Fox News. Follow us on Facebook. Proud sponsor, Destin Charter Fishing. From the web powered by Zergnet. The truth about the Obama sisters. Navy SEAL who killed bin Laden gets thrown off plane. Awkward Olympics wardrobe malfunctions. You can't unsee the disappointing double life of Tim Tebow. Justin Timberlake wears unreleased $15,000 Air Jordan sneakers. Why people stopped watching The Big Bang Theory.